Okay, let's just keep going on this. We've got both of our armholes put in, and I did the turn and tuck method on both of them. So we're here on one, and then here on the other. So this is where we're at. We've got our two sides. Okay, so it's at this point now where you're going to have to decide what piece you want for the front and what piece you want for the back. Because after this next step, we're at the point of no return. So you only have two options. You're either going to go this way or you're going to go this way. I'm going to put this as my back, and I'm going to put this as my front. I think I like that better. I like that really big, pretty rose right here. Okay, so this is going to be our front. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sew our front piece together. So let's go ahead and sew right down the top front. Oops, I just dropped something. Okay, oh, I hit the camera too. Let's make sure I see what. Yeah, let me see what I got. How's that better? Okay. All right, so we're going to put our seam down the front. Rain's coming in, it's getting dark out. And this is just going to be a regular 1/4 inch seam. We're going to go ahead and now I'm going to not sew all the way down to the crotch, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I did the whole thing this way. I sewed the crotch the front and the crotch down the back, and then I turned it inside out and I did the legs. And especially on this one, I had a really hard time getting the pant legs to lie flat. And the reason because of that was because I did the two-tone on this one. See how I sewed my fabric together here? Well, unfortunately, it all ended up in the crotch area. So I had to end up taking all of it out and not putting in the crotch because I couldn't get it to hang properly. So I made quite a mess on that one. So I'm thinking that this one, I'm going to just go down a certain way and then finish the front and the back, and then sew my legs together, then finish off the crotch area. I think that would be better. Now I did it this way on that one too. I did my front and my back because the fabric was so light I didn't have any problem with it not falling correctly. And I can probably do it that way on this one. But if you are going to do something like this where everything's going to combine at the same place, you don't want to do it that way. So I'm going to do it the normal way, because chances are I'm not going to be doing this very often where they all combine in the same location. But if you are doing that, you probably want to do the legs first and then go around and do the crotch, and you'll get it to hang better than I did on this one, because I really did. I couldn't get it to hang no matter what I did, and I ended up with a mess in the crotch area here. But now it'll hang with that little, getting those pieces all out of that way. It hangs a lot better now. So it all depends on what you want. I'll just go ahead and do this normal, and if you ever do that two-tone in that area like that, just make sure you do the legs and then finish off the crotch area, and I think it'll hang a lot better for you. Okay, so where am I? I'm too far away from you. Bring this closer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the front seam. Regular 1/4 inch. For some reason this foot's getting old and I'm going to have to replace it. since we're doing the front right now, we can go ahead and we can serge this flat. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to serge the back separately, because when we do the back, we're going to have the seam open. I did the seam open on both of these and this one, but on the other one, I just serged to one side on the red one, and then I opened the seam on the back. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and serge that one together, and then we'll serge the back separate. We'll do the back separate. Okay, so let me get this machine up here. Push my mirror away, I need that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and serge that front seam. And because we're going to have a seam on the top and a seam on the bottom, I don't have to finish off the edge, so I'm just going to do straight serging here till I get to the crotch. Whoops, wrong foot. Till I get to the crotch area. And then I'm just going to turn it a little bit. I don't have my cutter on. Okay, so we just seam that. I'm going to go ahead and cut that one. Okay, so we've got that edge done. Now these ones I'm going to do separate. I'm going to do them one at a time. First one, because we don't have any overlap in the back, we're going to need that finished. It'll be covered by the Velcro on both sides, but it's still good to have that finished off, so we're going to go ahead and finish it off. If you don't have a serger, just do the overlap. Okay. Alright, so we're up to that point. Okay, so we've got the front done, we've got our two back pieces serged, and we are ready to do the front. So we're going to go ahead and just turn this to one direction. We'll just turn it this way. It doesn't really matter either way you want to. It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so now we have to do the top, and we're going to decide how wide we want our top. One of these I did, 5/8 of an inch, and another one I did 3/4 of an inch. So it's just whatever you want. So because I did a design on this one, I wanted the design to match with the rest of the piece, so I did only 5/8 of an inch on this one. On this one I wasn't following anything, so I just did 5/8. I did 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch, double that, that's 1.5 inches, and then add in your 1/4 inch seam allowances, so you're looking at a 2-inch piece of fabric. So you've got 2 inches up and down that you need, and then you're going to need, I knew I was going to lose my ruler. I always lose my ruler. That's probably what went on the floor.